What's up? It's the most must-see WWE superstar of all time, The Miz, and you are watching SGPN, and it is awesome. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money game with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Oh, hello, Sean.
Hello.
Soundboard might be in Vegas mode.
Yeah, okay. Switched it down. Thought I would give you a nice little dog. Get you ready for this NFL Week 15 action. Incredible slate. Incredible slate. We got before us, Ryan. Just an incredible amount of action.
Oh yeah.
Already finding ourselves in some favorable positions with the.
What do you mean?
Well, we got down on Jordan Akins 2 touchdowns.
I mean, you want to talk about
with the idea that David Njoku wasn't going to play. Tried to get people ahead of the market on that one. Looks like that's part one is
already
complete.
Cheered for something this morning.
Yes.
No games being played. Not reaction to a pregame show. Reaction to injury news. Very excited about Jordan Akins. I said this to you before the show. I have more exposure to Jordan Akins scoring touchdowns today than any player this entire season. Period. So let's go Jordan Akins. And by the way, Jameis Winston has a fresh new hair. It's not quite Derrick Henry, but there's some aerodynamic natures to his new hairstyle. I'm very much excited. So much so, Sean, I did the unthinkable. An early morning Browns money line.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I figured it was in line with everything else I was rooting for. So.
Chad is lit. Bills Mafia DGen saying let's flip my Travis Hunter winning. So congrats to you. I was looking. Colby gave it out 50-1 on our show preseason. So shout out to Colby cashing that one.
I saw people claiming he was a liar. So I was going back through and looking at some research, and why would people think he's a liar? And I actually have a bet slip, a betting sheet from the Circa from May, where you can find Travis Hunter on that list at 50-1. So
yeah, no, we have the clip. It's coming out.
No, I know. I'm getting ahead of it because Colby is texting. You know, when Colby texts me not on the group thread, I know something serious is going on, or he's found himself into a pickle. And so yeah, he's like, "Hey man, people are coming after me. What do I do?" I'm like, "Tell them to fuck off." Anyway,
exactly. With chat is just all over the place. Of course, hop into the Discord if you want to call in. Baron saying, I want to see them first TDs. Yeah, we got some, we can start there, Ryan. Go over our TDs, of course, from the VSiN show. If you're in the Patreon, you already had access to the sheet, so got ahead of the market there. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon.
Lots of markets,
and yeah, a lot of fun stuff there on the VSiN show. And we got some questions about Trey McBride. Making Bacon saying I like McBride 2 touchdown. What's your 2 TD bet, Sean? Well, I will reveal it here in just a second. Making Bacon, our favorite New Zealand butcher. I mean, the fact that McBride hasn't scored one, I thought I found the perfect window the first time they played Seattle, and he got 136 yards, 10 catches. I can't play the Trey McBride 2 touchdown stuff. I like the matchup. I like the situation. It should be good. I have had no luck. So Ryan got Jordan Akins 60-1, 2 touchdown. Cordero Patterson 10-1 anytime, which that's already a loser. Michael Bayer first touchdown. I got Nick Westbrook-Akine first touchdown at 14-1. MVS anytime 395. I also like Akine anytime. I mean, anytime in first touchdown. I always kind of play both.
What's going on here? There we go.
Then Stone Smart 50-1. So Kramer and I are playing the replacement tight end angle of Stone Smart and Jordan Akins.
What do you mean? This is like a system play for us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a replacement tight end theory. I would just call this the Sports Gambling Podcast touchdown theory. Literally the first thing you look for.
John in the chat saying Kamara or AJ Brown in fantasy. I'll answer that one for you. AJ Brown. Like him 1 touchdown, 2 touchdown, get him the 3rd as well. Let's go, baby.
So you think the team celebration practices from this week will be helping with that?
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to make fun of that, Ryan. Luckily I followed the team. So
just asking a question for the people.
Sure. Steve Kerr, who's by many accounts considered a pretty good coach. He was highlighting in his book and about culture and how highlighting joy and culture and highlighting videos, images of guys celebrating, enjoying playing football is helpful to building a positive culture. Nick Sirianni borrowed that from Steve Kerr. That's what great coaches do. They build off of others' good work and build a great culture. So yeah, they do.
More Italian American slander here. Not crediting Jimmy Valvano, who obviously got this started by practicing cutting down the nets down there at NC State.
Oh, well, there you go. Great example.
Stealing from Italian Americans. Steve Kerr, what's wrong with you?
All right, I knew you had an Italian angle in there somewhere. So Aiken's first touchdown, 17-1. Yeah, Virgil, I like any Jordan Akins, any Stone Smart. Kramer and I'll speak for both of us. All in.
Are you a backup tight end? Yes. Are you starting today? Yes.
Well, and also too, both situations, Browns, no Cedric Tillman, Chargers, they just don't have a ton of receivers. Ladd McConkey, I think will play. Have we gotten a ruling on that, Ryan, officially?
No, not yet.
Okay. Last I saw, I think he will play.
I mean, official, no. We'll get that in a little bit, but
it seems like Ladd's going to play, but is he 100%? Stone Smart, they plugged him in 3 for 54 after Will Dissly went down. Will Dissly was a big part of the offense. So.
I think Ladd plays. I don't know if Ladd is like full go. Though.
Yeah. Breece Hall, that's been a weird story to follow where it seemed like he was done for the season. All of a sudden he's practicing, he's active. I would be super skeptical of playing him in both fantasy and playing his props because I don't think you're getting much of a discount. And they say he's active, but also it's the Jets. I could see him not using him that much. I don't know why.
Anything's possible.
It's the end of the year. You've been eliminated from playoffs. You don't want to quit, but also if it's something you could re-aggravate in a long-term injury, I don't know that. I just don't want any part of Breece Hall.
Making Bacon saying he's still on the Isaiah Davis TD there. I've seen the fantasy community very upset that Braylon Allen isn't going to be bringing a bunch of people to the championships.
Yeah.
Which shout out to folks in best ball. It is week 1 of best ball playoff sweats.
Yeah. And I got some teams advancing in best ball that don't. And one of them was a Stafford Trevor Lawrence team. So off to a bad start with that team. But we'll see how the rest of these shake up.
All right. Lines are open.
Reek saying I might be crazy for this one, but I did Nate Adkins, Smart and Gainwell, 3-leg anytime touchdown plus 3.4325. Right.
Oh, that's calling international almost.
Yeah, that is a little crazy.
Feels it's a domestic call, but I mean, back when we were kids, Sean, it would be called long distance.
Olan saying I got 3 Lamar and Saquon LFG. Wait, both of them to have 3 touchdowns. Is that what you're getting down? That's pretty insane.
Perhaps he's talking about best ball.
Oh, best ball teams. 3
teams with Lamar and Saquon.
Yeah, I have some. I have one team that has Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley. So that one is pretty fired up. ZD Mills checking in. Yo, fellas, go Lions. How you feeling, Ryan, about your Lions versus the Bills?
Nothing has changed with my thought on this game.
Yeah.
I think that I don't understand why the Lions aren't getting more respect in the point spread here. Still 2.5. Why is it not 3? I think the Bills can be defeated with their physical run game. I get it. Josh Allen's sexy. Josh Allen off a loss. That's probably what's holding it there. But to me, it should be 3. Love the Lions today. Kramer,
we got some calls on the line, including a friend of the program, Daquan the Great.
Wait, ramble for a second so I can turn his mic on.
Okay. While Ryan is working on turning on your mic, Daquan the Great from the Virginia area. What's happening, Daquan? Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Doing good, guys. Doing good. I'm not in the normal area. I'm coming down out of Mount Wilson today.
Oh, in the mountains, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, took a little trip, but got to get back to the old gritty. The Jets can't tackle fucking shit. Travis Etienne and all the daily fantasy lineups tonight.
Okay. So I like Travis Etienne. I would worry about last week. They seem to give Tank Bigsby the number one workload. So I kind of like Tank Bigsby. I like your angle. The Jets not tackling. That's why I'm on the McCorkle Jones rushing ladder. Mac Jones rushing touchdowns, both 1 touchdown and 2 touchdown. If you want to get crazy, I like the angle for sure. I'm just worried about Etienne's workload. He really fell off last week. Would be my concern.
I got another animal angle. So I watched a quick video. So it takes 30 minutes to an hour for a lion to suffocate a buffalo. Give me the Lions on the double result tonight.
All right,
That's a hell of an
slow,
effort.
painful death for the Buffalo.
It's a hell of an effort.
aka Bills. All right, so doubles result meaning Lions win first half, Lions win game, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I like how he actually, which of course, this is over in Africa, so it's actually a buffalo, not a bison.
Great use of the word buffalo
Nice
and
work,
not bison.
Daquan. Very good work.
Daquan, appreciate you calling in and best of luck with the plays, man. Let it ride.
If I could get one more thing in.
Oh
there.
yeah, sure.
16 quarters, 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Get this nigga the fuck off the team.
So you're calling. I assume you're describing Kirk Cousins, right?
Yes, I am. $180 million. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You guys ever have a jacket that the zipper just stops working?
Yeah. Yep.
It's time to throw it the fuck away.
Yep.
We
No.
got
Yeah,
a new one.
there's no
He's
guy.
fast.
There's no guy
It's
fixing.
gonna work.
And you have Michael Penix, who apparently part of the
That is
reason.
the new one. Yes.
Yeah, apparently part of the reason why they're losing the locker room is that guys in the locker are saying Michael Penix is the better quarterback on the team. So bad times for the Falcons. And interesting Monday night game.
Morris might lose his job if they force him to stick with Kirk Cousins.
We were
It's
so
crazy.
close, Sean. We were so close to most losses.
I know we were.
This is one of those ones where we got you on the right side of it.
Yeah.
Coaching staff's a disaster.
Yeah, we knew it was going to go wrong for Atlanta. They somehow pulled off some wins early on there. All right, Daquan. Well, sorry to your Falcons, but best of luck with the plays otherwise.
Let it ride.
No doubt, fellas. Peace and prosperity. Catch you later.
Great,
I like that.
Great way to end the call.
Peace and prosperity.
Peace and prosperity.
That's a real classy way to say, let's win some fucking bets.
Let's win some fucking bets. Gentleman who has won a bunch of bets. His Arizona State Sun Devils are in the college football playoff.
Oh, hell yeah. Forks up.
Forks up for Sup Boy, who's just joining us on the line. What's happening, Sup Boy?
Let's fucking go.
Love it.
And a bye week, dude. What the fuck?
I know, man. I'm just like, what do I do without ASU on Saturday? It's nuts. I was at, so a little background. My girlfriend is a ex LDS lady, and so I was at their Mormon household, and just try not to just cuss and scream when Scataboo is going the fuck off. Like, I'm like so pumped up.
Oh, that's hilarious. Because imagine that, Ryan. Your team, you're at the the in-laws, they're kind of conservative. You can't be shotgunning beers, you can't be screaming.
We've all been in that environment. Although I will say,
we have to restrain
girlfriend I
yourself.
had around right after college, the family would probably easily one up to me in almost every crazy area. So I never really had that concern. But yeah.
Yeah, it was all right though. Got to go outside the good old temple there in Utah, and then I actually just went to a Catholic mass, and I'd never go to church. So if there is some kind of gambling gods, I did pray to them. So there's
nice.
some good juju there. So yeah, forks up. Got a couple of plays.
Nice.
You already took the Aikens backup tight end play. That's my go-to.
Yes.
She's given up the most yards to tight end. So, 28 and a half seems pretty good. I mean, that's great ladder opportunity too. Aikens is a pretty good player too.
Yeah, it's not like he's a total bum. And also, if you're watching the game, you might not even notice the difference because in Njoku, because he also has dreads coming out of the back of his helmet. So
Okay, well,
if you're looking for an extra handicap.
Careful.
I get what you're saying. I think a joke is a little better though.
Yeah,
he's a nice.
But Akins is good.
Yeah, no, 28 and a half is a little disrespectful. I remember him on the Texans. I was like, who's this guy? And you'd get like 50-yard catches just off like a dump off. So like him, but the other ones I like is Breece Hall receiving yards. I know he's kind of injured and banged up. But he's playing the Jaguars. Jaguars just always give those dump offs off. Aaron Rodgers is terrible, so he's going to dump it off to someone.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm on board. And P. Bart saying that Conklin is out. I did not that I didn't see that. So maybe that even helps with some of the check down, because usually Conklin is his check down guy. And there is a guy on the roster that he's mentioning, Zach Kuntz, Zach Rusty Kuntz.
So Tyler Conklin,
Zach Loose Kuntz.
Tyler Conklin's wife.
Kuntz, all right. Got it.
Conklin's wife is either having or had a baby, so that is why he is not there.
All right, so he's out, but that's interesting.
Tyler Conklin's wife's name is Scotty.
Jeremy Ruckert could be an interesting anytime touchdown play. I feel like I've seen him out
Kuntz.
there. Kuntz is I'm looking at their depth chart. He's the fourth guy.
Well, Ruckert, if you remember, is the one with the dad who is the Jets fan who did the JETS Jets when he was signing his contract.
Well, I did like Lazard over Yard, so I like that even more now with Conklin.
That could be good too.
And the Breece Hall receiving stuff. If you are playing any Breece, I think the receiving would be the way to go. Any other props you got there, Sup Boy?
Yeah, I have Ridley over receiving yards. I just think the Bengals give up a bunch of random stuff and they'll have to pass. It's 64.5. It's a little high, but I think I get it. And then Jonnu Smith, you can play the slot drop now, but Jonnu Smith lines up with the slot a bunch. The Texans give up the most receiving yards, or most at least fantasy points, to the slot position. So I don't know. I'm not like super into fantasy stats and everything, but I don't know. Jonnu Smith 45.5 receiving yards seems like
it does seem like I wouldn't be surprised if they had a game plan of getting Jonnu involved, because he didn't get any work last week until the overtime, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
And then they finally started getting him going.
They uncorked it, and it's like, what were you guys doing?
Especially with Tua not throwing the deep ball, they seem to have usually designed stuff for Jonnu. So yeah, even though I'm on the Texans, I think Jonnu is going to get it going. So like that play as well there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Tua's all of the nerve endings are connected there, so he might not be able to really throw the ball the way down the field.
Yeah, I keep going. Something must have happened to him. I don't know what it could have been. Maybe I don't know what caused this, but all of a sudden he's a little gun shy.
Yeah, look at that enough. 4 Jonnu catches, and that's 45 yards there. So that's why those are my plays. So.
I'm out on the Dolphins. Good luck for Jonnu though. My Jonnu tight end take is looking fabulous right now. I think he's in the top 5 for fantasy tight ends this year.
He's been killing it. All right, thanks up, boy. Forks up, and best of luck with the plays.
Forks up. Thanks, guys.
Oh man, Cam Scatterbo, what a stud! Imagine putting Cam Scatterbo, letting him loose with a bunch of Mormon gals.
Oh my God! I mean,
you know what's sad, Sean?
One of those guys who
when he said
penetration.
LDS, in my head, all I heard was left dirt soft for my horse race. My horses, my beautiful virtual horses.
All right, we got Matty J on calling in.
Oh.
Matty J, thanks for calling in. Where are you calling in from?
Can you guys hear me?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
No fucking way, dude. This is so fucking cool. Okay, yeah, I live in Kansas. Kansas. Let it ride. Go Birds.
Let's go.
Birds. Sorry, Kramer. I'm so sorry, Kramer. I love you, Kramer, but
don't apologize.
I had to say that.
Disgusting.
I'm a big fan of the show. I just found you guys, like, this is my second year ever sports gambling, and I'm always like super emotional. I'm like but I just love this show, and I love you guys so much. This community this is just so amazing. Yeah, and I'm like super nervous. I wanted to be an actor, and I've never been this nervous before. I really love this show. You guys are awesome. I just want to say thank you for that. And I want to give out some plays, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously you know, the birds are. I'm going for my birds today. And I think Sean was right on when he said Hurts being at 197 passing is, actually Kramer pointed that out. Kramer was the one that spotted that. That is crazy to me. With the AJ Brown controversy, they're going to have to throw to him. And if you've been watching the Hard Knocks stuff, the Steelers secondary, I forget what his name is. They can get into some flag trouble. They're going to try and probably try to throw to him a whole bunch. And I think the secondary is going to get exposed. So there's definitely going to be some passing yards. And you guys might already see a month or so ago, I was super drunk, but I hit a plus 750 parlay or something like that. So I'm going for it again. And I sent you guys this parlay actually already in the Discord chat. But if you, because I can see him throwing a bomb to AJ Brown, but then it stopping at the goal line. So if you combine Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown, he probably does a touch bust, him to have 225 yards, and then we top on you guys' play with Jordan Akins plus 2 touchdowns. That gets you 158, 95 to 1. There you go.
I love it. I love it, Ryan. This guy is great. Why have we not heard from Matty J more often?
I know, Sean. You like it. You like the smoke going up the ass. Feels good. It feels good.
I mean,
Eagles
talk. I got love for both of you guys. You guys. You guys are both the absolute best for sure.
I appreciate that. But also, Sean does like it when you say nice things about the Eagles. So,
come on, everyone's coming.
You
for
can
us.
keep this one, Sean.
You heard him. Everyone's talking about the Eagles.
Oh well, yeah.
Everyone's talking so much trash.
No, I am a diehard. The first time I'm a military kid. I grew up all around the world. And so I always used to I was born in Texas, and I would always see these plain ass fucking blue jerseys with a star on them. And I'm like, why is everybody, I thought they were just jerseys you got from the gas station or some shit like that. And then I fucking figured out that that's the actual, I was like, that's the Cowboys jersey. Anyways, I played Madden with my dad, and I would always lose with the Cowboys because I tried to be a loyal fan. And I love animals. I went through all the teams, and the first team that I beat my dad with was the Philadelphia Eagles. And I remember when I played with him, I'm sorry, I'm nervous and I'm rambling, but I when the quarterback goes up, the first play for offense, I saw that there was a black quarterback. And this was Madden 06. And I was like, Dad, in my mind, have you ever seen something in your mind, you can't even you don't know it can happen until you see it. And I was like, there's a black quarterback. And my dad was like, yeah, that's Donovan McNabb. And I was like, holy shit. And I beat my dad with that team, and I've been an Eagles fan ever since.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to see, how would I process that if one of my kids just decided to be a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
My God.
Well, luckily you don't have to deal with that, Ryan. Maddie, all-time great call. Welcome to the SGPN world. And call him more often. Good luck with the parlay.
Yes.
And of course, let it ride.
Let it ride, bro.
Let it ride. Let's go. Good luck, guys. Thank you so much.
Let's go, Maddie. Got me fired up, Ryan. Phone lines are fired up.
I saw someone in the chat earlier said that he was rock hard. Did come across rock hard. I like that. I hope that we make more people rock hard.
Yeah, that is
a gambling
the goal.
sense.
Yeah,
I mean, not everything's sexual, guys. Relax.
Get you all fired up.
Sometimes I get rock hard about gambling.
Brett's Bets calling in. Brett, where are you calling in from?
Hey there, I'm calling in from Foxborough, Mass.
Ooh.
Oh yes, I remember.
Boots on the ground.
This weekend, so weather doesn't exactly matter, but it's a cold 15 degrees.
Oh man.
So Brett, you called in last time. You were at the Pats Colts game, right?
Yeah, that was actually a really good game to watch for my first NFL game.
No, I mean it was back and forth, and then I'm sure as a Pats fan, hey, we covered, we kept our draft position. Maybe you didn't feel horrible about losing that game, I assume, right?
No, not at all. That was actually pretty decent. Just because I might be a Pats fan doesn't mean I necessarily bet on them. Colts were a better team, so I was on the Colts. Just money line though.
Oh well, then there you go. You cash.
Yeah, I gotta keep it simple sometimes with those bad teams.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you like? What do you like this week, Brett?
So I actually got 2 plays, and I'm a scientist, so I like to say I'm figuratively in the lab cooking up some parlays, and I'm also literally in the lab cooking up some
I like
parlays.
So what do you got in the lab, Ryan? That reminds me, we need more lab equipment on our studio.
You're right. We only have goggles.
Yeah, we need like beakers and some stuff like that.
What else is in a lab?
Yeah, we got
oversized tongs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, oversized flask would be nice.
So what do you got? What's the?
I got 2. I like some stats behind my picks. So 1, Chiefs are like 12-1 straight up, 2-11 ATS. And they've only hit 30 points once. So if you put a Chiefs money line, Browns plus 4.5, and then I took an all the way up to 50.5, it parlays for a plus 565.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So don't know how that's not going to hit. I'll probably have to get ChatGPT involved and see how much money I missed out.
Oh man, I mean, I have been falling into a little AI betting landscape, Sean. Very dangerous world down there. Not ready for it. Anyway,
so any other plays you got, Brett?
Yeah, I mean, besides that one, I mean, that must have hit half a dozen times at least this season. And then I like a lot of the dogs this week. The 4 I have right now is Cowboys, Jags, Bills, and Steelers. I think those are all very doable. And I think if you take it as a round robin, if 2 hit, it'll cover, and then if 3 or 4 hit, then that's all plus money.
It's gravy.
Yeah, I would say take the Cowboys and the Steelers out of there. That would be my advice.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean that's against 2
go Birds.
But that's all I had. But I think there's a lot of facts behind that one parlay.
Yeah, rattle off that parlay in case people missed it one more time.
Yeah, so that's Chiefs money line, Browns plus 4.5, and then I took an alt under 50.5.
Yeah, no, it's diabolical because that's
550 or so.
It's exactly the game you can see happening.
We've seen it before.
You know,
I mean, with how the Chiefs always winning, and then with their ATS record and all those games, like probably half their games, they're hitting the under at least 7 or 8, probably. I can't imagine how many times this parlay must have hit and we missed out on it.
No, it's great. And it's you're going into that same game, DGen, of Chiefs winning and not covering, which is what they've been doing every week.
It's kind of different kind of counter correlation.
Brett, appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Phone lines are hot today, Ryan. Everyone wants to get in, wants to give their plays, and it's been. Let's see the chat also fired up. Hooked on Bo Nix saying Bo Nix, Trey McBride, both 2 touchdowns +2, or maybe it's just Bo Nix 1 touchdown, Trey McBride 2 touchdowns, 293 to 1.
I'm gonna guess that's both guys.
Sir Ralph saying, did we miss the first half parlay, Ryan?
No, it's just been we've been doing stuff.
All right. Well, speaking of that, Jackson on the line. What's happening, Jackson?
What's up, fellas? How are we doing this Sunday?
Doing
Sunday.
great, man. Good to hear from you. What's happening?
First off, I'd listening to the pod this week. There's nothing like listening to Kramer get you fired up about the Eagles. I love the antagonizer, like the little brother that's just there to piss off the older brother and knows how to push the button. So that's always fun to listen to.
Ryan's elite button pusher.
I think CJ used the word maestro.
He knew it was gonna piss me off.
No, it was
mission
perfect
accomplished, Ryan.
Well, it's only gotten worse. The more information I've collected, but I'm holding back for the recap show. Maximum blast radius.
All right. So Jackson, what do you like? What do you got going down today?
I got one major play, the good old DraftKings with the anytime TD parlay boost. I of course have the Akins in there, and then the Westbrook Akine. And then the third, I got Jonnu Smith. I just think that, like you said, last week they didn't do anything until they started throwing him the damn ball. And then the last one, this is the shot in the dark, but with Noah Brown being out for the Commanders, I got a Luke McCaffrey anytime touchdown to round that one out.
I'm seeing people are playing McCaffrey and De'Ami Brown, trying to like play that replacement role there. I like it. I like the angle.
Yeah,
certainly in that matchup.
Oh, sorry. It's 10 to pay out 5,482. So the boost gave me like an additional $1,000 to win. So hopefully
it's a nice like 20%.
There you go. You get all your Christmas shopping done in one parlay. I like that.
You're damn right. And I don't know, Sean, you know, I don't mind the Eagles talk, but suck with the Lions winning so much. I need one of these teams to lose a goddamn game so the Lions have some breathing room.
Well, you guys got the Bills, and yeah, it's gonna be. What can you give us a score prediction for Lions Bills?
That's tough. It's gonna be both teams are gonna at least have 30 points. There's no way both teams are not racking up touchdowns. It really just depends which quarterback throws the most interceptions. It could easily be the goofball, or it could easily be Josh Allen tip passes. I don't know. I'm going to go, honestly, I just run back. I think last week against the Packers was 34-31. I'd run that same score back for the Lions.
Okay, so they win, they get the cover and the over 34-31.
And if you wanted to do a Lions get breathing room parlay, Lions money line with Steelers money line plus probably about plus 450.
Well, you need to throw the Vikings in there too.
Oh, you're right. All right,
I'd throw the Bears money line in there too.
All right, so then that juices it up to about 20-1.
And
then if you wanted to
give that a look,
I'm getting down on that right now.
All right, I'll get down on it with you.
Thanks, Jackson. Good to hear from you. Best of luck with the plays.
Cheers.
All right,
except if you're fading the Eagles.
Well, we are in that parlay.
No. No need to do that. No. Joining us on the line, legend himself. You know him, you love him. Lions insider, Easy. What's happening, Easy? Good to hear from you.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Easy?
Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. So Lions Bills. Where are we at? How are we feeling?
I'm in the mindset now where I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, as a Lions fan, this much positive this long is
things are going too well. I'm a Lions fan. Easy is one of those. He doesn't want to start celebrating.
That's how Big Balls is when we see him out in Vegas. He's like,
Derek a little bit as well.
Just waiting for
the Lions fans, you know,
I get it.
Super loyal fan base. It's been tough years, but it's tough to enjoy the salad days when you're worried about in the back of your head. Oh no, things might fall apart. But what do we like? What do we like gambling wise today? Easy. You're always good for maybe 2 touchdowns. I know you've been crushing the defensive interception prop market. What's jumping out at you?
Yeah, so I do have another interception parlay that I really like for today. Sean, you're not going to like one of them, but it's actually my favorite one. So sorry about that. No,
don't be sorry.
I'm not really sorry. It just sounds better when you say it that way.
That's polite. I like that.
Yeah, but it's 4 guys. They're actually the straights. You get better odds on FanDuel, but you can't parlay them there. So I go to Caesars to parlay them. So if you're playing them as straights, do the odd shop, of course. But the 4 guys that I like are Chamari Connor for the Chiefs, Mike Sanderstill for the Commanders, Xavier McKinney for the Packers, and then Dante Jackson for the Steelers. And those 4 guys parlayed pays 902 to 1.
Oh my God. Are you round robining or you're just going straight 4 legs?
Yeah. So I play them as straights. I round robin on 2s, and then I put it as a parlay sprinkle as well.
Nice. You're skipping the 3s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I figure if 3 of them can hit and the 4th one doesn't, at least I get 3 of the straights and I get the 2s. So I'm not missing out on that much.
But you're also increasing your chance of actually profiting. Like that probably helps a lot, because if you go 2 and 2, you still have it. You're still going to profit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So you like those guys, the defensive touchdown? I'm sure. Fire that in the Discord or in the chat in case people like to write these down, Ryan. So
yeah, well, write them down. They fire. There's active ammunition going down.
There's live rounds.
Be careful.
Keep your head low. These live rounds might get them taken off. All right, so those are the interception touchdown you like. Any other plays you like?
Yeah, so my favorite play for the 1:00 slate, maybe my favorite play for the day, is Dalton Schultz over 30.5 receiving yards. He hasn't been going crazy in the last month or so. He's kind of averaging between like 30 to 50 off 1 or 2 receptions. But the Dolphins are horrible against the tight end this year. In their last 4 games, they've had guys go off for like 140, 80, and 60. Now, granted, one of those was Brock Bowers, but still. So I think Schultz is going to get a couple more targets today than he typically does. And even if he gets his 1 or 2 targets, he's still got a chance at 30 right there. So I really like that one. And then the other one that I have is, of course, the Lions one. I think Amon-Ra goes off today. He got kind of stuck last week, didn't really do much. He's never really had 2 bad games in a row in his career. So I think there's a really good chance he goes off. And the Bills aren't very good against wide receiver ones. So I'm laddering him up to 150. That's like 16 to 1.
Oh my God. Can we get a final score prediction? Bills Lions easy.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Bills win 34-31.
Wow.
Okay.
But well, he is, he's a little, he plays it close to the vest. He doesn't want to get his hopes up. Doesn't want to have his heart broken.
I got this number at 3.5. So
which one?
The
favorite. Okay.
The true number.
True number.
Yeah.
All right. You're in your ratings. All right. Easy. Thanks for calling in and best of luck with the plays, except the, Jackson Reddick interception or whoever that was for the Steelers. Right. That one I'm not wishing you.
Sean doesn't like that one.
Everything else.
I love it.
Good to hear from you, Easy. As always, let it ride, man.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
First half parlay, Sean.
Yeah, let's hear it. People were asking.
All right, I'll throw it in the chat as well. 2 totals, 3 sides. Carolina -0.5, Cleveland +3, Houston -1. We're taking the Skins Saints over 21.5, Sean. That seemed like a very low number, obviously because of the backup quarterback. And then we're taking the Cincinnati Tennessee under 23. Again, Carolina -0.5, Cleveland +3, Houston -1, over in the Skins Saints game, under in the Bengals Titans game. First half parlay, locked and loaded. We'll obviously talk more about this on the college football show with Colby this week, but. If you missed our clip about the old Geo Tracker car.
Oh yes.
Well, the player we were talking about, Georgia Southern quarterback
Gio Lopez
actually saw the clip and responded to us.
Yeah, what was his line? He's like, I don't know. Are these guys making fun of me?
Are you making fun of me? Either way, it's hilarious or something like that.
He seemed to have a good sense of humor about it. And Colby's like, no, we love you. But yeah, Gio Lopez.
I said, not at all. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Also, very funny that somehow that came across his.
Gary the retard in the chat. Richardson under 15.5 completions. Yeah, if you listen to the prop show, Kramer was all over that angle.
Yeah, and I'll rattle off the props that I like the most this week.
Joe with just breaking in here on the Richardson incompletions. Just drove by the Broncos stadium. Wind is really picking up.
Again, he's in the past 10 weeks, he's gone over once against the Jets, and it was a little bit of a fluke.
Yeah.
Richardson under 15.5 completions. Bryce Young over 13.5 rushing yards. We talked about laddering that as well, Sean. Mixon over 19.5 receiving yards. Josh Jacobs over 12.5 receiving yards. Those would be and then Caleb Williams rushing ladder. So here, I'll put this back on the screen in case people missed the prop show.
Yeah, but you shouldn't miss it. And of course, you should be over on mybookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. Get over there. Get the 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Very easy. Mybookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. I like Lazard over 22.5 receiving yards. Xavier Legette over 37.5 receiving yards. He's just so fun to root for. Josh Allen rush attempts. Love that angle. Ikine, I like his touchdowns. I like his yards. And then Stone Smart anytime tutty. I think that was like 3 something when we played it. AJ Brown going off for some touchdowns. Bryce Young rushing ladder. I think everyone seemed to be on that.
Yeah, that was a show play, the Bryce
consensus,
and then DGen play from the show. I did a little 2 touchdown round robin. Shout out to Easy. This is an Easy style play right here. 3 guys, 2 touchdowns each. Mixon, Daniels, Jacobs. All 3 pays, or at the time it was paying about 112 to 1, and then if you want a round robin, the underneath parts, those will add up to 71 to 1.
Full Nelson Fitness checking in saying, what were your VSiN plays? Yeah, we hit those at the beginning. If you want to scroll back Unless Ryan has him right there.
Right here.
Oh, well, there you go.
In the same sheet. Shocking.
So yeah, my parlay is the Bills and the points, Denver laying, Chargers laying it, Cincy laying it, Seattle money line, and then my TDs, Akine, MVS, and Stone Smart, 2 TDs.
I'd say 2 things. If I hit my parlay this week, Sean, God help everyone.
Oh yeah,
first touchdown, Michael Mayer. There was a twinkle in Antonio Pierce's eye. Cordero Patterson dusting him off anytime plus 1,000. And I went back to the Aikens well. So, and if you missed our ladders, I would say the Ramondre one I'm heaviest on today. For those who wonder about
packing that heat. Yeah, the Keenan Allen angle I really like. Already looking ahead there for stuff we like for the Monday night game, and McCorkle, aka Mac Jones, gonna get loose.
Yeah. What else do we have to talk about? I did reserve us a lineup, Sean.
Yeah, let's knock out DFS. Austin, check it in. God won't allow me to make money on my Titans, so now I make bets for them to lose. Got to decide if he will make me happy or a little richer. So classic emotional hedge there from Austin.
Also, yes, they will. I mean,
and then easy with his 902 to 1 interception parlay, which I would normally root for, but it's
you should root for it.
No, I'm not gonna.
I think both things can be true.
All right, as long as the Eagles win, that's all I care about, Ryan. That's the only thing I'm invested in emotionally today. What are we doing?
Let me just start the lineup out.
Sure. Oh, you're putting in Aikens, huh?
Oh.
Do we have to play?
We don't have to do anything. I was just starting the. I mean, tight ends about touchdowns. We're already invested.
I do like Jaleel McLaughlin, Ryan.
Let's see if we need to really go down that low.
Okay.
Because let's go backwards here. Let's start with a running back. I don't have a strong. I mean, I think Mixon. I mean, I think some of the expensive guys are smash plays today.
Smash.
If I was going to go down the board, Chuba Hubbard really stands out to me as someone that, we'll just put him in. We also, I don't know how you feel, but Brian Robinson Jr. against the Saints was a play that stands out.
Yeah, I mean, anyone. I think this
Ramondre.
I like Ramondre because we're already playing his receiving yards ladder. Okay. So
I like how we're just going to build this around our props. So let's go back to quarterback now. Now that we know what we know, we still have decent money to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a quarterback? Do we want to go down the board or do we want to stay near the top? Joe Burrow, always interesting. Weather shouldn't be a huge deal there.
It's chalky, but I do think Josh Allen runs a bunch. Jaden Daniels, I think, runs a bunch.
Well, I don't mind Jaden Daniels going home to LSU.
Yeah.
Do we stack it with a single stack?
I think so. Or you could. I don't mind a Jaden Daniels, Zach Ertz, like a PPR, a classic 12 personnel PPR.
PPR. He's 4K. Wow. All right. Then we have a ton.
Then we can just play like some of the top receivers.
Do you want to play anyone on the bring back for? Do you want to? Do we can't play Kamara. We'd have to do some finagling. So would you want to play anyone else on? Not really.
MVS I think is fun, but I don't know if we need someone.
Let's see if we need that. I don't think we need that.
Yeah.
So for receivers, is there? Do we want to play a? Are we sure we don't want to play a Terry McLaurin angle instead of Ertz?
Terry McLaurin? Yeah, sure. I'm fine with
instead
that.
Of, or would in addition to Ertz? If we don't really want to play a Saints, so we won't double stack it.
Yeah. No, I think Ertz is fine.
All right. So what's the play? Who's the receiver you like? Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Going nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it's chalky as hell, but I think it hits.
Start there.
If you want to bring back with Akine, I'm fine with that.
Oh. He's cheap-ish.
Yeah, 4,900. He's good for a touchdown.
And the defense we're gonna play is obviously gonna be. Is Carolina cheap? Oh wow, they're pretty expensive. Oh come on. Right?
Browns. Yeah, that was my first instinct.
Okay.
And then we can play another high receiver. Amon-Ra. Yeah, you heard Easy making a case for him.
Any change? Do we want to revisit our 2 tight ends? No, I don't think so.
No, I think
this feels
is a fun
pretty
lineup.
good. Do we like that? We want to stick with the quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
Fire.
Sean. Good job.
There you go. That's your DFS millionaire
Love
maker.
DFS. Love DFS. Best ball's better. Maybe some playoff best ball this week.
Amanda Hug and Kiss saying, "Can we get on board with Bo Nix overpassing, under rushing?"
I like the other way though.
I think he's been running a little bit less off the top of my head. But I don't know. I mean, this game's script might get weird because Indy's good against the outside receivers sometimes. Feels like a good game for the running backs and tight ends, but Broncos don't really use the tight ends. I mean, I like Broncos to win the game. I just don't know. And yeah, last 5 games he hasn't rushed for more than 5 yards. So, or last 4 games hasn't rushed for over 5 yards. The last time he really went off rushing was in that blowout loss to the Ravens, 6 for 36. Before that was at the Saints, 10 for 75. That was kind of a weird game. So it does seem like he's running a little bit less. So maybe something there. I don't know. I'm not messing with any of that stuff with Knicks. I think McLaughlin is the fun thing to play. If you want maybe some deep dart throw tight end touchdowns, sure, but they don't use them a lot. That's why you're going to get an awesome price. Ben Cotty saying, "What if Blake Whiteheart goes off? He's the other tight end in the Browns. Do we commit seppuku?"
My God, I mean,
Ben, what are you doing putting that out there in the universe?
It's possible. Anything's possible. His name is Whiteheart.
It is kind of a badass name. Anyone else think Tyreek Hill is going off today? No one has talked about him really. Yeah, no, the Texans are bad against receivers. Like they let up a bunch of receiving yards, catches, whatever, touchdowns.
Coming off a bye, I'm
optimistic. DeMeco Ryans has a good game plan for Tua and the Dolphins, and I think the one time they played where DeMeco Ryans was a DC for the 49ers, he did a good job of scheming up a game plan to shut down Tua. So I'm going to lean into that angle.
I believe they played in the preseason. McDaniel got the best of them.
Okay,
if that matters.
Yeah, probably not tremendously, but Ryan, why don't we close things out with a nice underdog play?
All right,
underdog fantasy promo code SGPN. Of course, mybookie.ag promo code SGPN as well.
Do we just want to play the hits?
Sure.
Oh, one last thing. Seattle insider, all climate Dean. Shout out to Dean. Jake Bobo was named a captain for this week.
Oh, really?
Dog. I meant to bring that up earlier. I apologize.
He's right up there with Skoranek, Jake Bobo.
He's big though. He's a red zone threat. And real quick, Sean, I saw a comment earlier about Survivor. Not that anyone really cares about your Survivor if you're enjoying all this Survivor success, but if you want to see Circus, someone already lost on the Niners, Sean. Imagine that.
Oh, sorry. Vikings is a dangerous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which one do you hate the most?
Hate?
Cardinals too. I mean, I know that they're, but man, my
Cardinals
God.
is at least not a division game. I'll give them that.
I would have if I had the Commanders. That's who I'm playing today.
Yeah. Commanders in a dome.
Surprising to see them 5th.
And I would take Ravens.
Yeah,
16 and a half points. It's pretty
0-1 their last game versus the Giants.
Yeah, I would roll the dice there.
Consensus circa million Steelers +5. Sean, how do you feel about
that? Great.
After that,
consensus plays are cool. Right?
They've been better of late. Bengals -5, Broncos -4, Packers minus. My Packers, Sean.
Road favorites laying the 2.5. What could go wrong?
And the Texans. So are we on 4? No, we're on 3 of the 5 consensus on our card.
Yep,
it's a consensus week, I think.
But for my personal, I'm slightly different because I played the Rams that already cashed.
Look at you.
And then I have
Thursday night savant.
I played the Rams. I played the Bears. And then what else did I have? Let me double check.
Surprising to see the Bears so underplayed.
Bengals, and then Broncos. Obviously, my 2 locks. And then what was my last? I'm blanking on what my last.
It's like people just didn't want to play certain games. Shocking to see the Raiders as also less popular than the Falcons.
Oh yeah, so Seahawks as well. So I had Seahawks, Bears, Broncos, Bengals, Rams. So 1-0 start. Knock on wood, we keep it going.
Nice.
All right, Ryan, underdog. What do we do?
If you're asking me to play the hits this week,
Sure.
you got to put Anthony Richardson's under completions.
Okay, Anthony.
You
Richards,
like it because you're on the Broncos. It's hilarious to watch him throw the football in cold wind.
Lower completions. I'm in.
All right. So
what
that's,
else we got?
Do we want? How many legs are we going for? That will inform the next suggestion.
Let's see, 3.
Do we want to shove with Akins? No. Keep it to the side. We're already invested.
Let's see what his.
We haven't done his.
I mean, his receptions are 3.5 and his yards are 28.5.
It does seem like the boat shipped on this.
Yeah.
Let's put him to the side.
We're
action. Invested. We both like the Bryce Young.
Oh yeah, Bryce
angle.
Young rushing stuff.
I would say a Bryce or Chuba angle. We're
15.5 rushing yards for Bryce.
Okay. That's moved a little.
Or 2.5 rushing attempts.
Oh,
but it's a little. It's 0.83x.
How does he not get that?
Yeah, 3 rushing.
They're going to kneel down 3 times at the end of the game.
Yeah, come on.
That's a lock.
I love this.
Do we want a third one?
Now we need a third one because this is kind of a pussy entry right now.
Could be a max play. All right. So we went the Bryce. I mean, I would personally suggest that we play either. I mean, I'm very much in on the idea of
Bean said as a Jordan Love interception. I know now you're a Packers fan.
No, that's been a strong play all year. It's not on my card this week.
Okay.
But so yeah, the ATM has cooled off. I mean, what
else you like?
Well, I feel like I've been what there needs this. What do you? Something needs to originate from your side of the fence, or it's you want to do the Josh Allen rushing attempts?
Yeah, higher 7.5.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah,
and that's $100 would return you 498. So we got Josh Allen higher 7.5 rushing attempts, Bryce Young higher 2.5 rushing attempts, Anthony Richardson lower 15.5 completions. Let's get it, baby. Underdogfantasy.com, promo code SGPN. Get that deposit bonus, 50%. MyBookie.ag, 100% deposit bonus, promo code SGPN. And of course, let's see. Easy was trying to suggest Hurts interception for the people. Sorry, Easy. I had a different window up and didn't see your slanderous Jalen Hurts interception. Birds roll. Let's go.
Come on, Easy. You know Sean can't tolerate this kind of talk.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
Shout out to the fox, gopher, hippo, kangaroo, and shrew hanging out in the sheets with us, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.